We're back. We're live. My voice, fried. Anyways, we're at the Mutant Booth 2015 Arnold Classic. Big Rob Barlow. I was at the show last night, screaming my head off. Brad Schwarn and Dexter Jackson had a hell of a showdown.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm gonna try to let my guest, Jeff Logan.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Logs.
You almost broke my hand, dude. What's going on? God.
Yeah, I gotta be a mutant. So yeah, it was a hell of a show last night, and I wore myself out. So I wanted to have Jeff on. I met him through Dana and Rob, and as you guys know, Dana and Rob, very good friends of mine in the show. They've been on several times, Mutant on a Mission, all that stuff. And I know that they only surround themselves with good people. So anybody that they surround themselves with, I know ahead of time, that's a good guy.
Right.
Let's see what this guy's about. Let's see what this guy has to offer. It's probably going to be inspirational,
yes, sir.
hardcore,
yep.
You know, that sort of stuff. So, Jeff Logan on the show. Why don't you tell everybody that doesn't know you already, you know, where you're from and how you got into this business.
How you doing? My name is Jeff Logan. I'm from upstate New York, Rochester, New York. I now live in Pennsylvania, right on the corner from Dana and Rob. So pretty much I was a college football player, and I didn't make it into the NFL. And I kind of took that NFL failure and switched it over to fitness because I've always been a huge bodybuilding fan. My dad had stacks of bodybuilding books in the bathroom, and I wouldn't even use the bathroom. I'll just close the door and just go read them. And I was like, man, I want to be one of those big guys, man. Yeah. So I started lifting weights, and you know, like I said, I kind of took that NFL failure and like turned it into my fire for fitness. And now I own a business called Logan Performance, and I pretty much do client preps. I help people lose weight, help people gain weight, pretty much get them to their fitness goals. And I also do life coaching and motivational speaking. My main target for motivational speaking is the younger kids because I think I have an image that they can relate to, and I can show them, like, you know, how I came up and was successful and kind of, you know, marketing myself the right way on social media and, you know, through videos and stuff like that. And to show them that they can, you know, if I can do it, they can do it. Yeah.
So how did you get hooked up with Rob and Dana and become friends with them?
Rob and Dana. I met Rob and Dana 3 years ago at an expo, and I remember the same expo I chased down Kai Green. And I was such a big fan of Rob and Dana's, I was too scared to get a picture with him. So I just walked by.
Down Kai Green.
I chased Kai.
Chased Kai.
I walked by Rob and I was like,
too afraid to talk to Rob.
I walked by Rob and I was like, I like your music, and I just walked away. But a mutual friend of ours hooked us up, and we ended up training together. And ever since then, we just kind of like hit it off really good. Yeah,
you were telling me that your workout with Dana was a lot like mine. God. She does like 7 sets of everything, 2.5 hours.
Dana likes to kill people. we did a whole shoulder workout. We did front delt, side delt, rear delt, and I'm like, hey, that was a great workout, you know? And she's like, no, we're not done. We went back over each head, and then we went back over each head. I was done, dude. Done.
Well, she's definitely an animal in the gym. I asked her this year how much cardio she did. She said like 20 minutes or 30 minutes a day, but that's because we train for 2 hours.
That's how you know you're in shape, because I'm sweating right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I sweat eating, right? Everyone saw my video with her, and they're like, man, you barely survived. You were sweating. And I was like, well, I sweat anyways.
Yeah, I saw you. You were at the Mecca, covered in sweat, training legs, just going hard. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, I remember that was at LA Fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Rob looked at me. I said, what are you guys doing? And he looks at me and goes, not what you're doing.
Dude, it was like 3 a.m. in the hotel. Nobody was talking. We were all like dead tired. And he was like, yo, Ron was going fucking hard.
That's cool, man. I'm glad someone notices. But, you know, let's talk about the inspirational stuff you do, because I like your stuff.
Right.
You said you kind of target the kids.
Right.
Now, I've gone to a lot of schools and given talks, you know, to phys ed classes and junior highs. Do you do that sort of stuff as well?
Oh, yeah. I'll go to a high school, I'll talk to the kids, and pretty much, like, me personally, like, I make a lot of sacrifices as far as, like, you know, sleep. I've never had alcohol. I never had a beer before. I've never been drunk. Don't do drugs or anything like that.
And maybe that's why you didn't make the NFL.
I got a lot of boys in there. And that's all they do. I'm not going to say any names. But I'm trying to, like, reach a very high level of success so I can go back and say, hey, if I did it, you can do it. Like, last year, I was a GNC employee. At one point, I was living in my Honda Accord, and now, like, I have 3 cars and I have a house, and, like, if I can build myself, anybody can. I want to just, you know, get successful and show people that they can do it too. That's all I want to do.
So can you give me an example of someone that you've you've dealt with or spoken to, and they've managed to do everything right that you've suggested, and now they're doing really well?
Countless people. My Instagram direct messages are just like filled with people saying like, "Hey Jeff, you know, I quit my job after you, you know, you posted that one post, and I started my own gym, and now I have 30 clients." You know, like stuff like that. I'm like, wow, like you pulled inspiration from me. So like last night I went to bed at 6:45, and I woke up this morning at 8 for cardio. So I got like 2 hours of sleep, and I'm like, to me, that's all worth it, you know. And I kind of look at our time as being like super precious. So if I can kind of show you through my social media, if I have like a platform of 70,000 people that follow me, I want to show them something, you know, worthwhile.
Right. So what would you say is something that people should be doing with their social media, and maybe some things they shouldn't be doing with their social media?
Things that they should be doing is definitely helping people, because a lot of people, you never know who's pulling inspiration from you. You never know who's like leaning on you, you know what I mean? So like the moment, like my posts are so like, I go through them like 4 times, you know, I'll show my girlfriend like, hey, do you think this is good?
I'm a grammar Nazi. I double check.
You have to, because I'm like, I'm showing this to all these people, so it has to be correct, you know, it has to be, you know, respectful and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff on social media that shouldn't be on there. You know it shouldn't be on there.
Yeah, I know it shouldn't be on there. You don't put any thong pics up?
I don't put any thong pics up. I haven't lately. You might see one soon.
Maybe a tank top pic once in a while.
That's it, my bathroom selfie.
Or a shirtless pic if you're really feeling lean that day.
If it's in the morning, I'm lean in the morning. But when I sit down, the
waist is extra tight in the morning.
Oh yeah.
So now, what about your training? You know, I mean, you look like a bodybuilder. You know, when you're fully clothed and you look like a bodybuilder, you know the guy's training hard.
Yeah.
What are your goals when you go to the gym? Like, are you still trying to get bigger?
I'm trying to get bigger and stronger. It's never like, I'll never say I'm not trying to get big. Dana kind of gave me a whole different perspective on training. It's like Rob goes as heavy as humanly possible. This dude did front raises with 225. So I got him being strong, and then I got Dana doing 7 sets. So I'm in the middle, like trying to figure it all out. And for about like 6 months, I trained with Evan Centopani in New Haven Golds.
Oh, you've been training with Evan?
No, I did prior, like a year ago. Yeah. And I got like a little bit of his knowledge, my NFL like style training. So it's a big clusterfuck.
Right. So if like, give us an example. I know people always ask the silly questions, but they love to hear it. Like, you know, you came from an NFL background. You must have a pretty good deadlift, pretty good squat, that sort of stuff.
Well, the most I ever benched, I have the record at my college, Central Connecticut State. It's 565.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was raw. No, I don't even know how to use a bench press shirt. My highest squat was about 700. I pulled 700 in the warehouse. Because when Dana's in your ear and Rob's in your ear screaming, you're going to pull some heavy shit.
I saw you push the 200-pound dumbbells.
Oh, God. I was not ready for that. Me and Rob stayed up till like 3 the night before, and he's in front of the camp. He's like, Jeff's going to press the 200s. And I'm like, I am? And I did it, you know?
It's funny because when I saw you press the 200s, you know what hurt?
What?
My wrist. I was watching, I was like, oh, my wrist hurt just watching that.
Dude, he gave me the spot. He did the first one, and when he let go, I was like, oh my God, these are heavy. And Ronnie Coleman's just like pressing them for like 15.
Just rapping like crazy.
I got like 3.5.
Yeah. No. So another thing that Rob said was funny was when I saw you guys at the Golds out in Venice there, I said, what are you guys training today? And he goes, legs. And I go, oh yeah, I'm doing quads. I go, maybe I'll see you guys around. And then he goes, yeah, I think we're going to start with some hamstrings. And then he walked by me again and he goes, Jeff wants to squat.
Dude, I don't know what happened. We all fell asleep in the car. We were so tired from the expo. And I'm like, somebody has to like light the fire. I drank some pre-workout or something, and it was like cocaine. It just hit me. I was like, we're squatting. And I was dead like 2 sets later because Dana did like 5 sets.
And everyone in the car is like, oh, shit. Yeah, no. But everyone, you know, those workouts are like after the expo, 9 o'clock at night.
That's what people don't understand. Like, they're painful. And Dana just doesn't get tired.
So what's the next step for you?
For me, the next step, I did MTV True Life recently.
Okay.
They did it on extreme dieting and stuff, and I was dieting for a show, and I shortly realized like me dieting for a show, I lose myself, and it's not good for me to do a show. And there's a couple there's a couple more reality shows that are contacting me, so you might see me on TV pretty soon.
What? I'm
on TV right now.
You're on TV right now. You're on YouTube, which is the new cable.
Yes.
Right? The new free cable.
We don't have cable, we have YouTube.
I know. I have Netflix and internet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's all you need. So now, what about shows? Like, how many times have you been on stage?
I've never been on stage.
Oh, okay.
Ever. I've never been on stage. When I was getting filmed by MTV, they were following me, and I got to about like 4 weeks out, and just like I lost my head. Like I was not able to like function, with my clients, and I kind of saw how everything else was suffering, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this. And me and Rob had a talk, and he was like, maybe, you do motivational speeches and stuff like that, because I think if it takes you away from who you are, you shouldn't do it. Dana can do it.
Yeah.
I cannot do it.
I totally agree with you. And I mean, I've been competing my whole life, and I look back at some of the shows I made earlier, at some of the sacrifices I made then, and they weren't intelligent.
Right.
Even though I might have done really well at the show, but that was that young 20-year-old. I
saw pictures.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you're able to handle the diet so much better,
right,
just through experience.
Right.
And now, like, I'm dieting right now, traveling here, going to Australia.
Dude.
I got all my meals.
Traveling? Yeah, that is. Yeah, I remember you were talking about you were going to get a company to do them for you.
Yeah, so I got fuel to make up my food for this trip.
Nice.
And I got another company, Muscle Meals Direct in Australia.
Okay.
You're going to make all my stuff for me there.
Yeah.
But times have changed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, back when I started, there were no meal companies.
So back when you started, what would you have done?
You would have had to, like, rent a condo with a kitchen.
There were no six-pack bags.
No. You would have to have a cooler, and you would have to basically rent a house with a kitchen.
Wow.
Because even hotels that have kitchenettes are far more common now than they used to be, right?
Wow.
So it's a lot different. But the whole industry is just exploding in all these other directions.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
When I started training, the only way to be famous was to be top 10 bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But now,
I never competed, and people and I had trouble getting over here, and I'm like, it's still mind blowing to me, because I'm just a guy from upstate New York, and people every time they want to take a picture of me, I'm like, of course, But it is definitely a different game. But like the greats who have paid their dues before me, I have the utmost respect for them, and I'm still starstruck when I see Dane. I'm still starstruck when I see the old school bodybuilders that I used to look at in the magazines, that I still watch the videos, and I got all the DVDs at home.
Yeah, I agree with you that the guys especially the 90s bodybuilders, they really blew up this whole industry.
Oh yeah.
And now we're reaping the rewards with social media.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I got to give a lot of credit to them. Now I got to ask you, if you could give guys out there 5 fashion tips, because this is the sharpest dressed. I know he's wearing the Flagner Fail right now, but when he's out of the gym, sharpest dressed guy in the industry.
Oh man.
What's 5 fashion tips for the regular Joe?
5 fashion tips. Let's do hashtag GQ muscle right here.
Okay.
Okay, my dad used to own a suit store, so I kind of cheated a little bit. So he kind of gave me all my style. Dude, I just mix it up, and I'm always on the internet seeing what's the latest looks, and just trying to be like I see how the skinny guys dress, and I'm I could dress like that.
If the clothes fit.
Yeah, the clothes fit. I'll get them tailored, but it's so hard to find clothes for the big guys. But I would say take those small guys' looks and copy them. We can have style too. I don't know about you. Look at your arms. You can't fit a suit coat. What size is your chest?
Yeah, I had a suit custom made for me.
You have to.
Yeah. That's so. But I try to make sure that the belt match the shoes.
Oh yeah.
The basics, right?
Yeah, the old school stuff.
Yeah.
Stick to the basics.
And then when I'm in the gym, the hat matches shoes.
Dude, I blame Dana. I never used to match in the gym until Dana. She has the sports bra matching the headband, matching the pants, matching the shoes, matching the socks, and I'm just coming in sweatpants, and I'm maybe I should start matching a little bit.
I used to dress like Dorian Yates, so I'd have sweatpants tucked into my socks with a shirt that had a rip in it.
Oh yeah, with the traps cut out of your shirt.
But I eventually got converted by Jay Cutler.
Oh yeah, Jay.
So
Sharp.
now I always have to have a pair of Jordans.
Oh yeah, Jay. Sharp.
So that sort of stuff. But it's more fun this way.
Right.
So tell people how to get a hold of you.
So basically, my social media is at JEFFLOAGZ, at JEFFLOAGZ. My site is www.loganperformance.com. Facebook fan page, Jeff Logan. And People don't understand, like, when you email me or DM me, it's really me. Like, you can contact Jeff@LoganPerformance.com on the email, and I'll answer it because it's going to go right to my phone. A lot of people go like, is this really you? I'm like, what?
Yeah, they think everybody's got a team working on their IG, right?
No team, it's all me. Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Jeff.
Thanks for having
really
me.
appreciate taking time. I know it's quite a walk from that end with all those
It's
people
all right, it's
down
cardio,
there.
it's cardio.
Did you get the fire department going to shut you guys down or what?
Dude, her line is, I've never seen a line that long, dude.
It blew my mind. Every time I see the line, it gets bigger.
It's insane.
When do you think people are finally going to quit lining up?
They're not going to. You crazy? They just keep coming and coming and coming.
I know. Thanks for coming on. Jeff
Thanks
Logan, internet entrepreneur, inspirational speaker, hardcore guy.
Yes, sir.
Check him out. Thanks for watching me in live. We'll be back.